Alright, we got a no cool call here. Indoor units running. The customer noticed that yesterday seemed to be working perfectly fine until late night. She noticed it got up to about 81 degrees. Left it alone, woke up in the middle of the night, noticed it was up to 82. That's when she decided to call and have somebody come out. So, like I said, indoor units running, but not getting anything here at the outdoor unit. She also said that she's lived here for 20 years, and this AC has been here since they've moved in. So let's see how old it is. It's from 2000. So 24 years old. It's quite dirty in there. Contactors pulled in. Let's check for power. So I'm not getting any power to it. Let's check these. Actually, let's see right here. Check power coming in. Alright, got power coming to the disconnect. Yeah, I got some bad fuses here. Looks like 25 amp fuses. Alright. We'll grab some fuses. Let's see if this thing. Alright. Got the fuses. There we go. Alright. Let's check out this capacitor. We got some damaged fins here. Oh, yeah. We got quite a bit of damage on this coil. This side's good. Back side's a little dirty. Purple's fan, red is common, yellow is herm. 35 plus 5. Four. 4.9 and 34. Capacitor's still good. Sorry if you guys can't see much. Got a little bit of rain here, so trying to work under this umbrella. Get a look at this contactor. A little worn, nothing major. Pack up the tools for now, go inside, get a delta T reading. Filter's good. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's get a delta T reading. 18 degrees. That's perfect. So I prefer checking delta T before I go ahead and check refrigerant pressures, just to minimize the amount of refrigerant loss. And so if I have a good delta T, most likely the refrigerant charge is going to be okay. Just try to make it as little invasive as possible. she hasn't had any issues except for now, so I would say it's safe to say that refrigerant levels are okay. Just gonna get a look at this blower wheel. It's still spinning. Blower wheel could use a cleaning as well. I'd like to get a look at the evaporator coil. Just want to make sure, no airflow obstructions there. All right. Couldn't get a good picture of the coil with the camera connected to my iPad. Just came out a little dark. I don't think there's any easy access to this coil either. To clean it, I'd probably have to cut into the ductwork. Let's get a look at the back side here. So yeah, we would have to cut in. Let's see. We'd probably even have to. Man, there's no room for us to pull the coil out. Not much room with the line set. Once it comes up, it goes in between this duct and the return. So we wouldn't have any room to pull this out. Alright, the last call, customer decided to hold off on the cleanings. She decided to just have the fuses replaced to get the system up and going. Everything was running fine. Delta T was 17.9, so 18 degrees. Here at my next call, we were just here a little bit ago. I diagnosed a bad blower motor. Coworker came out, replaced it. The Delta T was reading about 18 at that time, so everything at that time was running fine. And now we're here for not cooling enough. So we'll head inside. We'll see what's going on. System's currently off 83 degrees. Set this to 72. Is this blower running? So again, blower's not running. see if we're getting any power to the blower. So we're getting power to the motor. All right, pretty quick call. Blower motor failed again, so we're gonna get that replaced under warranty. Everything at the board checks out. Capacitor's good. We're still gonna go ahead and replace the capacitor once we replace that motor, just to be safe. I already got everything ordered. We'll just have to make the return visit. Customer's already aware. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, at the next call, we've got multiple units here that are not cooling properly. We're going to start with the smaller unit here, which services the second floor of the house. Everything in here is running. Suction line is pretty cold. Liquid line's fairly warm. Let's see. Alright, just gonna go ahead and get my temperature probes in now. And then just head straight outside. Alright, relative humidity is 50%, 50.1. So let's see here. 50 to 60%. I want 14 to 18 degree delta T. Right now I'm at 19.9. Let's just say 20. Yeah, 20. So I mean, right now it looks like it's cooling. Filter is a problem. That's definitely due for replacement here. Getting some pretty good heat output here. Suction line's sweating, nice and cold out here. All right. Alright, capacitor is 45 plus 5. Five. $42.7. Let's see. So let's double check it. Looks like it's just at its tolerance. Alright. It's actually low, 42.5. Lowest I want is 42.75. Let's go ahead, we'll check pressures before replacing anything. My superheat should be around 18. We're at 21. I mean, that's pretty close. I'd say that's good. The pressures are looking okay. I mean, yeah, that system is, this system's cooling properly. Could have just been the fact that the filter was causing problems. Let's get this back on. See if we can find anything going on with airflow to the upstairs. Alright, let's check out, see if we have any dampers closed. He's saying that there's one room that gets colder than the rest on the second floor. Open. That one's open. Open. So far, everything going upstairs is open. Open. So originally when I got here, he said that on startup, the upstairs unit would make a loud noise. And when I asked, I asked if it was coming from inside, and he said yes, which made me believe that could have been the blower motor failing or even a capacitor. But then he said it's coming from the smaller unit outside, which is the unit that services the second floor. But I didn't hear anything odd out there. I mean, could be the capacitor or the compressor due to a failing capacitor. Could be the fan motor. I'll go back out there. I'll get amp draws. Let's see. Okay. Alright, the supply trunk for the second floor furnace doesn't run this far out. Just up, it ends right there. So everything is open up there. He sent a message into the parts department. He's looking into relocating the thermostat for the second floor. Mentioned wireless thermostats, since that's the easiest way. Just install the module here at the furnace, and then he could put that thermostat wherever he pleases. I'm gonna go ahead and look for any signs of, see if we have any airflow restrictions. We'll check the blower motor, check the evaporator coil. Blower wheel's dirty, but it's not going to cause airflow restrictions. Still give them the option to do a cleaning on it. Let's go ahead and see if we can get a good look at the bottom side of this evaporator coil. Coil's looking good, heat exchanger's looking good. So no signs of airflow restriction. Let's check out the capacitor for the blower motor. Didn't notice any oil. The blower motor itself's looking okay. 7.5 microfarads, 6.7. Let's go ahead. Most likely out of its tolerance. Yeah, so that capacitor is bad as well. Alright, well, go talk to the customer, let him know. He already wants to go with replacement of the capacitor for the outdoor unit. Let's let him know about the capacitor for the blower motor, see if he wants that done as well. Alright, so he's going with both capacitors. Let's see. Man, I'm getting lucky with these. Last 7.5. I'm gonna have to. I'll have to get a capacitor brought out. Probably. Actually, I might have one. Might have one that I forgot to put away. And I hope it's the right size. Oh, we're lucky today. Alright. We'll get the capacitor for the blower motor replaced. Go outside, get the dual capacitor replaced, get some amp jaw readings. See if we can notice anything odd with that fan. Just throw this in really quick and we'll head back outside. I got some loose screws up here. Looks like it got rid of that little rattle they had. Alright, let's get some amp jaw readings. We're rated for 13.6, so well within tolerance there. Fan, that's rated for 1. We're at 0.85, 0.86. That's good. Let's see. Let's check lock rotor amps. $88.8. It's rated for 79. Hard start kit wouldn't be a bad idea. We'll go ahead, we'll let them know about that. Alright, so we've got a 3-ton system here. Like I said, services the 2nd floor. So, I mean, they only have 8 registers up there. They should have about 12 to supply a proper airflow up there. So I'm going to check static pressure. We'll get the blower speed dialed in. Just make sure everything is running the way that it should. So, by the way I'm checking static pressure, we have like a little air needle here, so that way we don't have to drill in. You can just pop a screw out, pop this in that screw hole. And let's see what kind of readings we're getting. So 0.26. Screenshot that so I can remember. And then now 0.4. So we're at about 0.66 inches of water column for static pressure. Alright. Let's refer to the manual now. Alright. Got the static pressure chart here, or CFM chart. So 8 registers, about 100 CFM per register. This should be set to medium low. Still a little higher than 800, but between 920 and 990, that's better. Let's go ahead and make our adjustment. So right now we're set to the highest setting for cooling. Blue on the cool tab. We'll put red up on the heated tab. And then black now will just rest on the spare tab. Alright, let's go ahead and double check our Delta T now. So, still looking good. Give it a few minutes to adjust. Looks like that's where it's going to be sitting at. So that looks good. Happy with that. Alright. And there's really nothing else I can do with this system. He will get a new filter. He'll put that in himself. So now we move over to this guy. Let's check Delta T on this. This filter, same boat. That's going to have to be replaced. Delta T on this system is low. .6. It's hovering around 11.5 to 12. Suction line it's kind of cold. Let's head outside. Alright, Delta T still sitting at about 11.5 to 12. Let's check pressures on this one. Coil doesn't look too bad on this one. Carrier's always made it pretty easy to clean these ones off. Alright. Grab this screw before I forget it. Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna have to grab some sand cloth, get a clean connection on this copper. The readings keep bouncing all over the place. That's better. Alright, so we got a high superheat, low subcooling. Just gonna look here. Right now it's looking like it's low on refrigerant. Good thing it's 410, not R22. Let's cut power. Let's check this capacitor out. $70 plus 7.5. Definitely not going to have that in my van. .6 on the fan side, 72 for the compressor side. That's good. Alright, went ahead, I spoke to the customer, gave him the option for either, we can do either a leak search and repair, or we can add leak seal and, hope that it seals. He's undecided right now. I still have some checks to do downstairs, but he's gonna talk it over with his wife. We'll see what they come up with. Ooh. Same thing here. Blower motor, slightly dirty, but not enough to cause problems. Now this blower motor here, let's see, it's looking a little rough. Yeah, this thing's leaking oil. So blower motor is gonna have to be replaced. Let's look at the evaporator coil. I'm assuming the evaporator coil is probably going to be the same as the other one. Ooh. Heat exchanger is cracked. I'm gonna connect this to my iPad. Get a better view of it. Alright, just wrapped up with this call. Got the second floor system up and running. Replaced the dual capacitor, blower capacitor. Adjusted blower speed down to, I believe it was medium low. 12 system requires about 12 registers for the high speed tab, which is about 1200 CFM. They only had 8 registers, so that's why I adjusted it down. Everything was working properly for that system. The main floor system was low on refrigerant. Heat exchanger was compromised. Went over my options with him, and he decided to set up a consultation. We'll get him an estimate on replacement, and then we'll see how he wants to proceed. I do have one call left. It is about 5:40 right now. Probably not going to record that one. It's getting late, so we'll just get through that call, get home, and call it a night. But if you do like the content, drop a like. Subscribing would be very much appreciated. But that will be it for this video.